Hey y'all, Pastor Ken here. This is the recap of the Star Wars Advent Calendar. And I was not going to do any more Advent series because I had the Topps and the Batman one, but I decided I saw this, I had to do it. So, and I'm going to compare this with the Batman one because it's very similar to it. But I want to show you something before I actually got into the recap. Between the shorts I recorded, I was drinking my coffee out of my Yoda the Best mug with Yoda on it. So, they're two different products. They're Batman and Star Wars are two different genres, but I would say I'll leave the comparisons at the end. For day one, we got a nice Han and Leia kissing under the mistletoe from Ornament. Day number 2, we got a Cantina, host your own Cantina holiday party. It's kind of, you can hang it as an ornament, but it's a recipe book for various different spices. And it has different, has stories in it. It says, this holiday season, turn your home into a hive of fun and festivities. And it gives you a little story of, it says, to replicate the authentic of the Cantina in Star Wars Galaxy, arrange a snack and drink bar in the center of your space if possible. Keep your space dark with the most of lighting coming from your snack and drink bar. You can use a bright table lamp and candles to supplement your snack and drink bar. Lay your wires and gears and other mechanical parts to capture a lived-in Star Wars look. Additional red and blue lights can be seen in booths of Como Cantina in Mos Eisley, so be sure to hang up your holiday lights. Next, hire Fridrin Daton and Mold Noodles to play music at your events, or just create a playlist. Here's some recommendations. And it lists some recommendations that you can play, and I'm not going to read those. Sorry, Justin. And some of the cocktails you can make, they give 2 suggestions. Loth Spice Brewed, which has 12 ounces of creamy stout beer, half cup of condensed milk, half cup of cinnamon, half teaspoon of ground nutmeg, and 1 ounce of brandy. You tell me if the people who drink, if that's any good. I'll show it right here. If you want to try it, pause it. Then let me know in the comments below if that's any good. And then there's Banta Chai. 2 cups of rice milk or milk of your choice. 2 teaspoons of arrowroot powder. 1 blue butterfly pea tea bag. 1 inch of fresh ginger root, thin slicely. Pinch of ground cardamom. 2 pinch of ground mace. 1 or 2 teaspoons of sugar. If you want to try making that, you can too. Just pause the video and check it out. And then there's Mos Eisley Cupcakes. Looks like a standard cupcake. So you can try it. That's day number 2. So day number 3 is this nice Happy Life Day coaster from that infamous Star Wars holiday special. Which, from that, we got our first introduction of Boba Fett, which actually makes a nice transition to day number 4, which we got a nice Boba Fett pin from. Day number 5, we got these nice Christmas cards. One featuring Yoda that says, Merry Christmas, you will have. And the other says, join me, and together we will rule the holidays. And it's just the blank inside on both of them, which is kind of cool. Let me take a sip of You're the Best coffee. Day number 6, we got a couple more, or gift tags, I should say. These are gift tags, not ornaments. One featuring R2-D2 that says, Brr2. And the other says, Merry Hothmas. And they're just gift tags that you can write on there. It's kind of cool. That was day number 6. This is day number 7. We have Season Squeaking, or you could say it however pronounce it. And it was with a porg. And then also a clone trooper holding a candy cane gun. Day number 8 and 9 kind of goes together. Day number 8 is a candy cane lightsaber pencil. And day number 9 is a candy cane light sense pair. You go. What great sound effects I give, huh? Sometimes I have way too much fun. Day number 10 is another Christmas tree ornament of Han, Luke, Leia, and Chewbacca singing at the Life Day Festival at the end of the movie. At the end of the TV special, I should say. The TV special that we should not mention again. Day number 11, we have some Star Wars stickers featuring some themes that we saw inside of the Advent calendar, including C-3PO reading to Wicket, R2-D2 being wrapped up as a present, Luke and C-3PO getting a Christmas tree, and Darth Vader singing with Boba Fett and the different troopers. Day number 12 is this nifty paperclip with some alien. It's not an alien. It's Jawas. It looked like aliens at first, but then I'm looking at it more. It's Jawas. One dressed up as Santa. So that's actually kind of cool. That Jawa, so far I think the lightsaber pencils and the Jawa thing is kind of cool. Then we got this cool bookmark with the different gingerbread cookies in shape of Star Wars characters. We have Yoda, R2-D2, Chewbacca, there's Boba Fett, there is a Stormtrooper, there's a candy cane, there's a lightsaber, and various other shapes. So that's kind of cool. Day number... I lost track what day we're on. The next day, we got this nifty pop-up, okay, Christmas card, and it has nice Darth Vader with different characters on the front with all everything, and then it pops up to show Darth putting everything together, holding it all together. I don't know how well that's coming off on the camera. Day number 14 was this nice, nifty Star Wars magnet that has a TIE fighter, like a snowflake, mistletoe, and a stormtrooper. Day 15 is this. I don't know how to describe this, but it's a sports flick type bookmarker that says fa la 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 yub nub nub dub. That has Ewoks riding a sled and an ATST. So day number 16, we have a Kylo Ren and his stormtroopers keychain. Day number 17, we have some recipes. We have Life Day cakes. And if you want to pause, you can. And we have Wonton Tundra treats. Pause, and you can email me. My email is in my description below. Now, day 18, we have more recipes. We have Hutteen slime pods. If you want to try these, send me a email, or you can pause the video, and I'll be happy to send you the recipes to try them. But if you do try them, you have to let me know how they are. Day number 19, we had a nice Snow Hut magnet. Day 20, we have all the droids putting up the star on the Christmas tree ornament. Day 21, we have these nifty bookmarks with different characters on it. That's Yoda, and it says, "Luminous beings are we." Let me try to do this. Luminous beings are we? Not this crude matter. Yoda from The Empire Strikes Back. Then we have Lando Calrissian saying, "We had each other. That's how we won." From The Rise of Skywalker. And then Leia Organa says, "Hope is like the sun. If you only believe, it will see you. When you see it, it will never make it through the night." That's a good quote. Hope is like the sun. If you only believe in it when you see it, you'll never make it through the night. I got to use that in a sermon. And then we have Ahsoka Tano from the Clone Wars. "In my life, when you find people who need your help, you help them, no matter what." That is very good. And if you mind me going into my pastor mode for a moment here, my life verse is 1 John 3:16. And if you ever get a card from me or anything, I sign it 1 John 3:16, which is, "For this is how we know what love is. Jesus Christ laid down his life for us, and we ought to lay down our lives for others." And we need to lay down our lives for others, and we need to help them. And that's what that card says. We need to, when we see people in need, we need to help them. And that's where we are. And when we don't do that, then we are not living like human beings. When we ignore people suffering. I don't care if you don't believe like me. If you don't have the common decency to help people when they are suffering, then you are not a good person. I don't care if you believe in Jesus Christ or not. If you're not helping your fellow man out, then you know what? You are not a good person. If you walk by somebody who's suffering. Anyway, I'm going to get off my pastor role now and get back to day number 23 of our Star Wars Advent Calendar. We got the medal from the end of New Hope and a booklet that says Party Challenge. So let's get in and see what this says. Welcome to the Star Wars Holiday Party Challenge, whether you're gathering with friends or hanging out remotely. This 3-part activity challenge will test your friend's Star Wars knowledge and wit. Select a judge to administrate the activities, and then the judge will tally the points total for the players on a separate piece of paper. The player with the most points wins the Medal of Bravery. Part 1. Trivia. Ask these players verbally and have them write the answers down on a separate piece of paper. Spelling does not count. Thank God, I'm a bad speller. If any players are stumped, it's okay if they don't write anything down. Feel free to repeat the questions if the player needs to hear them again. At the end of the game, check the players' answer sheets to tally their total points. Okay, you ready? Let's see how well you know. Number 1. What was Chancellor Palpatine's Sith identity? Let me know in the comments below how well you did on this, okay? And remember, be honest, because you know somebody's watching you from above. And you're only cheating yourself because you're not competing against anybody else. Okay? On what desert planet did Rey grow up on? What was the name of the military regime led by General Hux, Kylo Ren, and Supreme Leader Snoke? Ahsoka Tano was trained by which Jedi Knight? The Millennium Falcon is said to have completed the Kessel Run in less than how many parsecs? True or false? Darth Maul is killed by Obi-Wan Kenobi in the Star Wars Phantom Menace. Ooh. Tricky. Which planet was the first target of the original Death Star? Interesting. Depending on how many movies you watched. What type of crystal powers a lightsaber? Which of the following bounty hunter was not hired to capture Han Solo in Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back? Dengar, IG-11, Boba Fett, IG-88, Bosk, Zuckuss, or 4LOM. And number 10, fill in the blank. Before becoming a resistance hero, Finn was a stormtrooper with the designation number FN blank. So let me read you the answers now, okay? Number 1, Darth Sidious. Number 2, Jakku. Number 3, the First Order. Number 4, Anakin Skywalker. Number 5, 12 parsecs. Number 6, false. He was sliced in half in the Phantom Menace, but he wasn't killed towards the end of the Clone Wars on Tatooine. Number 7, Jedi, or Jedha. Sorry, I cannot say it right. But then that was in Rogue One. But if you don't count Rogue One, then it was Alderaan. Number 8, Kyber crystals. Number 9, IG-11. And number 10, 2187. To be honest, the only one I did not know was number 10. Part 2, charades, which I'm not going to read all of them for you because no way you can act them out. And then part 3, name game. And then you pick a name and you have to say the name or assign numbers to players, player 1, 2, and 3, etc. The judge will pick a letter and going in numerical order, the player will name a character, object, or vehicle, character, or player within the Star Wars beginning with that letter. You repeat that once all the players had their turn, the judge will pick a new letter and repeat the process. If a player gets stumped, they are eliminated. And then pretty much, so it's a fun game. So on day number 24, Christmas Eve, we got this nifty Darth Vader pin with a Christmas hat. And on day on day 25, we got this nice cell phone poppet that we can put on the back of your cell phone and hold your cell phone. So, and if you wonder what my shirt says, it says, I knocked over the Christmas tree, downtown county jail. And it's a cat. So, my impression versus the Batman Advent Calendar. It was cool. If you're a Star Wars fan, there's a lot of nifty things in here. Not as good as the Batman Advent Calendar. The coolest things in there was the lightsaber pencils. And the paperclip. The rest, if you're a kid, you'll love it. If you're an adult, it's okay. If you're a Star Wars fan, yes, it's a must-have. If you're a diehard Star Wars fan. If you're a casual fan, I don't know if you should have it or not. But it was a fun opening. Not as good as the Batman one. Batman one has a lot more cool stuff in it. But overall, if you see it and you're a Star Wars fan, pick it up. So, remember, until next time, I hope you all have yourselves a very, very Merry Christmas. Very blessed Christmas. And remember, Jesus is the reason for the season.